Hey, what's up, guys? It's another video of me rambling, but maybe this one will be a little bit more structured because I have this idea that's in my mind that I want to talk about, that maybe I've done a little bit of thinking about before. I even mentioned it a couple of weeks ago to some of my friends that I talked to Melee about. Talk about Melee with. I think I botched that sentence. But I have tried not to think about it or test it too much before I talk about it with you guys, because I think maybe it'll be kind of cool to see my process. I'm not certain, but this idea is interesting, and I think that maybe this will be a good step to help low and mid-level Falcos who are getting punished harder than other top players. And I feel like I get punished super hard, but I don't feel like Mango gets punished as hard as me. And I don't actually know if he follows any of the things that I'm about to go into. But we're going to talk about wake up options. But through a different lens of just like what beats what. Because I'm interested in what happens when you attempt a wake up option, but the person hits the reaction tech chase or hits the read. I found this to be interesting when I was doing Fox Week, and I was playing against Moki. And for those of you who don't know, Moki is like one of the 8 human beings on the planet who I consider actual reaction tech chasers. And he is literally on the Jmook Wizrobe, level of tech chaser. It's just maybe a little bit more subtle to people because sometimes he throws in some spicy things into his clips. But I was playing against Moki, and I would be trying to wake up Shine to test him as much as I could, right? It's like, okay, well, if he is going to try and hit me, I am going to wake up Shine frame perfectly. There's even, in Uncle Punch, there is a tech chase trainer, right? Or like a, God, what's it even called? I don't know where it is. I'm not going to concern myself with it. I've probably went past it already. Ledge tech? Escape Sheik tech chase. Yeah, so I'll just show you guys this real quick. So like I can get down thrown, I can tech, and this will leave me open a couple of frames where I can attempt to do a wake up shine. And so it'll be intentionally late so you can practice your wake up shine timing. That's cool. And so I feel like I'm pretty good at wake up shining. And I feel like I'm pretty good at wake up spot dodge. I don't know if I have a YouTube video out about this, but at one point I did a stream about it, and also other people have talked about it as well, where if you're going to do wake up spot dodge, you'd like to aim for the 4-frame window utilizing your control stick instead of the C stick, because if you use the C stick after wake up, your shield will necessarily come up for 1 frame. And so your spot dodge won't actually make you invulnerable as quickly as it otherwise could if you use your control stick. It'll be 1 frame slower every single time. But the control stick timing isn't as large of a buffer. The C-stick buffer, like I could just hold it as I fall from this nair. And once I land and I'm out of lag, I will just do my spot dodge. But if you use the control stick, you can make it so your shield doesn't come up at all as long as you aim for this 4-frame buffer window. And so I'm good at doing that sometimes too. I feel like full hop on wake up is something that I'll do pretty often also. Maybe an up tilt on wake up or a turnaround up tilt on wake up. These seem like options that I would do also. But I was getting hit so hard, and it felt like the tech chases just never ended. And here I am. You guys know the the meme where there's the guy who's like typing on his computer, he's trying really hard and he's sweating and his hair's dripping. And then there's the other guy who's like singing some Bruno Mars song or whatever. He's chilling. I felt like Moki was just like the Bruno Mars singer, just chilling, just killing me for free. And I was the guy who's just like pounding away, like trying to time every single little thing and make it so I'm just as precise as I possibly could be, and it didn't matter. And not only did it matter, here's the whole thing that I want to talk about, and maybe test a little bit today. Not only did it not matter, I think it was hurting me. And so some of you may have already realized this, I don't know, but it's something that's kind of new to me. So if we make a situation, you know what, let's just do a recording. And I'm going to control this guy. Okay. Should I just put him on top of me? I'm trying to think about how I want to do this. Okay. So right now we actually have a knockdown Falco. And we just have the fox standing right here. That's our little save state that we have set up, which is perfect. And we'll play around with that in just a second. But the interesting thing about going for wake up shine, wake up tilt, spot dodge, full hop, is that you are bound to essentially have no DI. So if I go, man, should I actually have the wake up? Maybe I will, oh, let me control the fox again. I'm gonna go on this side, just so that we, oh my goodness gracious. Here's what we're gonna do. So sorry. Just trying to think about how to set this up in a good way. Okay, so we have Falco on knockdown, and there's some space off to the side. But yeah, so if I try to wake up shine, you're gonna be holding down. Wake up tilt, you're gonna be holding up. Spot dodge, you're usually using the C stick, or if you're using my method, you're holding down on the control stick. If you're rolling, generally you want to wake up and buffer roll with the C stick. So again, no necessarily like trajectory DI or whatever. And so when a fox does an up smash right here, they can just combo into whatever. You're going to be directly in front of them. But let's maybe set up, we're going to do this. Man, how can I set this up to work? I guess I already know that I'm in the knockdown position. This is just like, I don't know how I want to display this. So sorry, you guys are getting to witness this at the same time as me. So he's gonna up smash, never as it turns out. Okay, we're gonna record, we're gonna up smash. Okay, so now I'm the Falco, I record, and the fox isn't up smashing, he's just broken. Okay. There's a different way that we're gonna test this. We are just gonna be the fox, and we are gonna have the Falco. And we're gonna increase his percent, and we're gonna alter his trajectory DI, and we're not gonna have him smash DI. So instead of random DI, this is gonna be the Falco's DI. So if I'm doing wake up shine, he's just going to be right here. And this is the same thing as no DI? Oh wait, no, that's gonna, sorry. Yeah, no DI is going to look like the same thing as downwards DI. Is he lower at all? I don't think so, right? Maybe he's adjusting the trajectory a little bit, although I think up smash sends straight upwards. I'm not certain. Let me look at it again. Maybe there's like a little bit, but that's actually probably not even good to have them lower. So like if you're going for wake up shine, even if you do end up a little bit lower, that can't be good. So trajectory DI upwards, yeah, that's certainly different than the down DI, right? These are different things. I'm pretty sure. But either way, like all these things are gonna get you double up smashed into big combo. But let's say that I attempt a wake up dash back, or maybe I just intentionally wake up, because what I'm thinking is like, what if they hit a read? And so they end up actually hitting me before I'm actionable, but I am vulnerable, right? During the tech roll. If this happens, I wouldn't be able to try to wake up dash back in order to DI away. Because like the idea here is like, it would be nice to DI away. Because then I don't even, yeah, I can't combo an up smash here. I don't know if this Falco is necessarily going to get knocked over, and if they do, maybe I could reaction tech chase there. I'm not certain, but this is certainly better than just getting auto comboed, right? Like maybe you give them a tech chase, but that sends them into another situation where you're testing them further. But if they go for a read or hit you before you're able to wake up dash back, then you would have to input the DI before that. So I would just have to hold that direction. My wake up option is trajectory DI, which I think is interesting. And there's a bunch of situations with like falling up airs too. You guys ever tried to wake up shine on a falling up air and you just like hold down here and they just do this for like ever? They just do this into a, God, I never play Fox, I'm sorry. Into an up smash into that or something. And you're just like, oh, well now I'm at like 80 off stage, like my life sucks. I've had this combo happen to me 1,000 times. But like, what would the world look like if like I intentionally did down and away DI? Okay, well on the falling up air maybe you still get comboed, but maybe if you want to DI to a platform. This is FD, so like essentially anything could happen. I did it, I went here just to simplify a little bit, but I still think holding away is good. Absolutely good on the up smash. What does it look like on the up tilt? So if I hold down and away, which is what this is, maybe let's just hold away, just for this situation. If I just hold away, then I pop straight up here. Is the best DI in on this up tilt? So best in the sense that like I'm going to avoid a combo for sure. Although you might be put in a pretty compromised situation as you're right there, but that's certainly better. But so even this is different than just holding down, right? So like what would, okay, well he can tech at this %. So holding down has some value in that regard. Maybe we up the %. Okay. And then we're gonna have him hold down here. Okay, down. Okay. Yeah, so down is certainly better, but can be comboed. Oh yeah, I've seen this happen to me a million times. This into a falling up air or something, and of course they're like off the stage, but into an up smash or a grab. But if you just go straight to the left, like I couldn't combo this if I wanted to. Are there like different hitboxes here I could aim for? I guess if I did a reverse up tilt, but like this isn't generally the thing that Fox does. But then again, if I do a reverse up tilt and that happens, then I prevent the combo in this direction. Yeah, okay. So it just seems like DIing left or right is really important on these tech chases, especially on up smash, especially on up tilt. Another thing that I wanted to look at is how this works against shine. So like, let's say I DI away and I shine. Okay, I'm gonna need to set him to not tech. Is there a universe I can do this? Tech options. None. Okay. Right? He's gonna not tech this. So he ends up in the same spot every time, right? Oh, except he's doing a mistech option. Get up option. Stand? Stand is fine for right now. He's gonna do nothing but get up right there. So does this alter where they end up? I should know this probably, to be honest with you guys. Yeah, so this is away DI. We're gonna do down DI. He's ended up right about there. Okay. Oh, that does keep them closer. So if they want to go for a Thunder's combo, does this make it any easier for them? Let's say that my trajectory is like this. Okay, so I think you can technically still get it, but you are certainly farther away, and this is a much harder input from the Fox's end. I have to get a notched wave dash, or else it feels like I can't get this. And again, I don't really practice Fox very often, so I could be a little off on this. But again, the trajectory DI away seems to matter quite a bit. Let's try trajectory DI in. So that's a very similar spot, if not the same, to holding down. So like Thunder's combo, yeah, it's like super easy. And again, like Fox doesn't even want to Thunder's combo here, but maybe even just like walk up crouch. Let's have them hold away again, just see what that looks like. Yeah, if I want to walk up crouch, it's like absurdly far, but I don't know, that difference I do think matters to some degree. This is so interesting. And then what if I like go up? So I'm trying to like wake up tilt. So this is interesting because I'm still pretty close, but I do go higher initially, right? Yeah, for sure. That's kind of weird. this doesn't seem to help me very much. Maybe alter the bounce timing so that Thunder's combo is probably slightly different. For those of you who don't know, the jab reset timing on Thunder's combo does matter quite a bit. You see there's a difference between me delaying this jab to hit them while they're on the ground, as opposed to me hitting them during the bounce, like that. So if you hit them during the bounce, Falco could just hold up and get out. But if Falco hits them on the ground, they would need at least one SDI input at early percents. I actually don't think that this percent would showcase that. I'm pretty sure if I set ASDI to up, I'm pretty sure even if I hit them during the bounce, they would get out. Or not on the bounce, but when they're on the ground. But at very, very low percents, here, this one should be fun. Maybe I can just showcase this too while we're here. Whoa! So we're gonna put them at 0. And then, do we have the ASDI? Let's do ASDI up. Yeah. So people always say you could just hold up as Falco, but that's what this Falco is attempting to do right now, and it's not working. Maybe if I do trajectory DI also? No, that doesn't work. So then if I do smash DI up, and I do 1 frame, I hit during the bounce, or not during the bounce, but when they're on the ground, then they can get out even if you hit them on the ground. So this is why attempting to time your SDI or wiggling up during Thunder's combo is important if you're trying to get out of that. But okay, so up smash, shine, up tilt, falling up air, they all just seem better to just hold away in either direction, depending on what side you get hit on and stuff, and how much stage you have left or whatever, than holding down or up. Like, those just seem to be way worse. Can I turn this to none? I can't remember. Auto, smash the direction, whatever. So we're just gonna do this again. Oh, and then make it go up on, oh, it was already going up. Like falling up air, yeah, that's just the worst. Does this not look familiar, guys? I'm telling you, like, it's so different, I think. And even the combo routes they'd have to take if, like, you went to the side. That is gonna be so different and so much harder for them to combo. Like, even off this falling up air, things are gonna get, like, way different. So I think, yeah, I don't know. This has been one big 17-minute long ramble about the same thing. But I think especially against people who are going for reads, which is almost everybody, unless you're fighting against a top 10 player in the world, I feel like not. So the reason why I said this would be good for low and mid-level Falcos is because I feel like you guys are getting punished, just like I'm getting punished, because this is what I do. But, like, you guys are getting punished so hard for attempting to challenge these people who are just going for reads anyway, going for wake-up shines, playing hopeful melee, hoping that a wake-up shine is going to hit, hoping that they're late to their tech chase so that you can get a spot dodge, hoping that they just run into your up tilt. I think if you're willing to not go for that immediate gratification of getting that punish on them for messing up right then and there. I mean, what'll honestly happen is, like, if people go for the up smash and they whiff and you dash back on wake up, or you're holding back and you end up walking in that direction, or you hold your shield in that direction, or whatever you want to do, maybe attempt to jump in that direction. Not entirely certain how I want to go about that still, but I think that you'll still manage to be able to get a punish sometimes on those whiff grabs and up smashes, and at least leave yourself in a spot where you can fight better and also mitigate damage a lot better. I think looking for opportunities to mitigate damage as Falco players is really important, and people really, really, really heavily focus on, like, tricks or tactics to get out of certain combos. Like, oh, and these things are very, very useful, don't get me wrong, and I've made videos about them. Like, I have a video where you SDI up on the Fox up air on Yoshi's and Fountain top platform to get out of the double hit. There are videos that I have talking about how to get out of the slide off, and talking about how to slide off against Marth's up air and up tilt. And those things are important, but I think something that I've never seen be talked about is how we can mitigate damage by altering what we choose to do on wake up that will allow us to have good trajectory DI. Because the shines and the up tilts and the spot dodges and the wake up rolls, they're not doing it. And those are the most common options that we as Falco players do. Even if you're going to go for a buffered spot dodge, here might be something interesting. So if you're the Falco player, just pretend me as the Fox, I'm the Falco. If you're going to go for a wake up spot dodge, you could hold, if you guys are looking at my thing at the top. So let's say that this is the tech roll. We're just going to imagine. If this is the tech roll, I could hold that direction and still go for a buffered spot dodge at the end of it. Or if I go for a buffered roll in this direction, I could even hold out just in case. Because you wouldn't want to hold in, right? So this is the tech roll, and this is my actual wake up roll if we're doing this. Oh. Yeah. So I could hold out because, again, if Fox is going to do a run-up up smash, then you would want to make sure that you're holding away on that. Most of the time. Not always, okay? This is just maybe as a general rule or something. So I'm taking away, but I'm holding away, but I want to buffer roll this way. So I'm letting the C stick do the work, and I'm controlling my trajectory DI with the control stick. That might be kind of interesting, because then you could still do some wake up spot dodges and wake up rolls, but not be locked into the trajectory DI. Now, you wouldn't be able to do the better spot dodge that I was talking about earlier. You still wouldn't be able to do wake up shines or the wake up tilts unless you like did some option select DI bullshit that I don't think is going to be that useful in this situation. But man, yeah, I don't know. Usually I would test all of this stuff and bring it to you guys in a nice wrapped up sort of summarized version where I have everything tested, but this is kind of how my mind works. Maybe that's kind of a cool thing about this video. You can sort of see the gears turning here and what I might look at when I'm testing this. And I really do think that we could mitigate a lot of the combos we just automatically get hit by because we're being too greedy. That's interesting to me. Let me know if you guys, if anybody's like tested this before, or if they have thoughts on it, things that I can improve, given the method. Same thing, by the way. This is not Fox specific. Like, if we were playing against Falcon, it's important to DI stomp. You guys know this? So, like, something interesting. Oh, am I the Falco? I meant to be the Falcon. Just to make it nice and simple. I'll be the Falcon. It's gonna be a Falco. So, like, let's put the Falco here, and we'll put the Falco at, say, 45%? How does that look? Oh, it's gonna be random trajectory DI. We'll do no DI. Yeah, so they're gonna pop up in front of me. Oh, I didn't set a save state. That's kind of funny. This will be the new save state. Oh, and they did random trajectory DI to the side, because I had only... That's funny. How are they gonna DI this one? To the side. I think I just broke it. Let me... This is what testing looks like, guys. It's crazy. So, of course, Stomp Knee is a true combo. You guys know this. We're going to do Trajectory DI here. We're going to do no DI. So, if Stomp Knee is a true combo, you guys can see I practice all the time, and you're attempting a wake-up shine after your tech in place or something, and you get stomped, you're going to pop up just like this. But, let's say that your option on the ground when you tech is DI away. I don't even know if I could combo this anymore. Whoa, that one was crazy. That was probably a nipple spike. Oh, you can barely combo it. But like, this is way harder. And they're like, as the percent rises even, wait a second. So like, we'll do this, and we'll record a no DI. So that's just like the simplest thing in the world. And again, not saying that you wouldn't be able to combo this, but imagine that you want to DI to a platform or something also. Like, we'll do DI away. Okay, that's still pretty easy in this situation. I think it's mostly just going to be for lower percents. But that's going to make it harder for them to tech chase you. DIing in as opposed to down when they knee you. Have you guys ever tried to do a wake up shine and you get kneed and you don't tech on the stage because you're not the 20XX bot or whatever? Like, this happens to me all the time, and I die at 40, because I'm going for a wake-up shine. But if, like, my wake-up option is DI up and in, because I'm playing as Falcon, you're probably... No, you're not even dead here as Falco. Like, this is interesting. And I think to some degree, maybe I do this a little intuitively. But there's going to be times against Marth dash attack, or Marth forward smash, or... god dang Pikachu up smash to prevent them from comboing, or Pikachu up air. What are the characters in this stupid game? I always forget. I literally always have to go back and look at the character select screen to remember the characters in the game. Let's say Jigglypuff back air. I think people will change how they DI on platforms because you're trying to slide off DI. But I think that people go for the wake up options, especially wake up shine. You don't really go for on platforms because, like, what's the chance that that's going to work? But on the ground, I definitely think there's tons of times. You know, plus we'll even go for like falling up airs in these ground combos. And if you DI away, they're not going to be able to combo to a rest. But if you pop up, then you absolutely will be able to. Falco Shine is another great example of where you get knocked down and then the Falco shines you, and you're probably not DIing it properly because you're going for some sort of stupid wake-up option. There's probably a million of these that I could think of. Samus going for some down smashes as reads on your wake-up option, or on your tech roll, sorry. Interesting stuff. This is certainly going to be something that I'm going to be putting more thought into. Hopefully you guys do as well. Maybe you can think a little bit consciously while you guys are playing the game about how you can mitigate damage in these spots where you're getting knocked down. Again, give me a comment if you guys have thoughts. This was interesting to test for me. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. So, bye-bye.